On December 30th, 2000, in the quiet Setagaya ward of Tokyo, a crime took place that remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in modern Japanese history. A family of four, Mikio Yasuko Nina and Rei Miyazawa, was brutally murdered in their own home. The killer left behind a mountain of evidence. Fingerprints, DNA, clothing, even the murder weapon. Yet, nearly 25 years later, the police still haven't caught the culprit. Mikio Miyazawa was 44 years old, a professional working for a major marketing and design company. His wife, Yasuko, 41 years old, was an elementary school teacher. They had two children, 8-year-old Niina, a cheerful and curious girl, and 6-year-old Rei, a quiet boy who loved dinosaur toys. They moved into their home in Setagaya in 1990. It was a cozy two-story house next to Soshigiya Park, a peaceful spot, perfect for raising kids. They had few neighbors, just two nearby houses, one belonging to Yasuko's mother. The family lived a normal, quiet life until that night. December 30th, 2000 was a typical winter day for the Miyazawa family just before the new year, a time when Japan buzzes with preparations, shopping for gifts, and decorating homes. In the morning, they were spotted near Seijoga Quinmai Station, likely picking up groceries or supplies for the celebration. At 7 p.m., Yasuko called her mom. It was a brief, casual chat, nothing out of the ordinary. Later, Nina popped over to her grandmother's house next door to watch a recorded TV show. That was the last time anyone from the family was seen or heard from. Night fell over Setagaya, and soon a nightmare would unfold in their home. The killer entered through a second-floor bathroom window, removing the screen. The first victim was Rei, strangled in his sleep in his room. Then the killer went downstairs. Mikio likely heard something and went to check. He was found at the stairs with multiple stab wounds. He tried to fight back. Yasuko and Nina were in the living room, stabbed to death with extreme brutality. The killer used a kitchen knife from the house, broke it, and grabbed another from a drawer. But he didn't leave. He stayed for hours. He ate ice cream from the fridge, drank tea, used Mikio's computer, even bandaged his hand. He must have been injured during the attack. In the morning, he left, leaving behind his clothes, a fanny pack, a scarf, and the knife. On the morning of December 31st, Yasuko's mother, Haruko, grew worried. No one answered her calls. She entered the house using a key and was met with a nightmare. Mikio was lying by the stairs, covered in blood. Upstairs was the body of Rei, and in the living room lay Yasuko and Nina. Haruko called the police. When they arrived, the house was full of evidence, but the killer was gone. Tokyo police launched one of the largest investigations in history. They found fingerprints, type A blood, DNA, clothing, a black jacket, sweater, gloves, a scarf. DNA analysis suggested the killer's mother might be from Southern Europe, his father from Northeast Asia. He was between 15 and 35 years old. Sand in the fanny pack pointed to a U.S. desert, possibly Nevada, but no database matched. They interviewed thousands, checked 12,000 tips, but nothing. They even offered a 20 million yen reward. Who could have done this? Mikio often argued with the skateboarders from the park behind his house because of the noise. Another theory points to an American serviceman from the nearby base, based on traces of sand and DNA. A third theory involves the Korean Unification Church, allegedly due to a land dispute. However, the money in the house was left untouched, and the killer's behavior was far too bizarre for a typical robbery. Some believe it was the work of a psychopath, someone who simply wanted to kill. Today, the Miyazawa house stands abandoned, fenced off. Police still guard it, and the investigation continues, with 40 officers still assigned to the case. In 2019, they planned to demolish the house, but Yasuko's family filed a lawsuit to preserve it as a memory. New DNA technologies give hope, but the killer is still at large. The Miyazawa family murder is not just a criminal story. It's a reminder of how fragile our security is. Even in one of the most peaceful countries in the world, in a quiet area of Tokyo, evil can come without warning. Will the police ever find the killer? Or will this mystery fade into the past with the Miyazawa house? Write what you think about this in the comments.